You are looking at a 2-pack right now of the 9 outlet and 2 USB port. These are surge protectors, but if you don't have enough outlets, and let's be honest, none of us have enough outlets, this is going to be for you. Think about plugging in your hair tools. Maybe it's your phone. Maybe it's the tablets, it's the computer. I know for my son, it's the Nintendo and the Apple Watch and all these other things. There's never enough outlets. This is going to give you your outlet space back, but it will also protect it from surge protection. Now, what does that mean? We're going to get into all the details. 2-pack today, birthday price, 50% off for $24.99 or $8 and change for you to get this home on a FlexPay. Free shipping and handling. The choice that you have to make today is just one. You pick the black. Why? Because it sold out the other day. These have been so popular because everyone needs it, happening right now with all of the outages and making sure that all of your electronics are protected. I want to bring in Stephanie McKee. She's our brand ambassador for LAX Gadgets. How are you this morning?
I'm great. I'm so happy that we at least have the black left because this is an essential.
It definitely is. I mean, you taught me, and I think I tell everyone, right? We talk about surge protection, that's something that isn't, it expires. It isn't something that stays with our electronics or our outlets.
Yes, almost like a carton of milk. This does expire. So surge protection is when the power in your home surges and the surge protector takes a hit, so all that power doesn't go to the electronic and fry it like a TV or a computer. Now, if you have these old surge protectors in your home, I want you to look at the back because there is a manufacturer date. This one's from more than 10 years ago, actually. If your surge protectors are more than 5 years old, they are expired. They've lost that ability to take the electric surge, the current, and protect your devices. So while if you have things plugged into this, they may still be powering your devices, they may not be protecting it from power surges. So that is why we update our surge protectors. LAX Gadgets is a company that's been around for more than 20 years, started by 2 brothers with an electronics store in Manhattan, and we bring the coolest, most innovative products to HSN. This is exclusive to HSN, and there's something really special about this design. Remember, you're getting 2 at this price, which is crazy. And we have put a 90-degree swivel on this design. So even though we've sold out of the white, I'm going to show you in the black here. This means you can customize this this outlet multiplier and surge protector to your space. So not only are you turning just 1 outlet into 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 opportunities to charge, you also can move it in whatever direction suits your space best. It weighs just a few ounces. You do not need to hire an electrician. This is going to be the easiest summer home renovation that you do because you just plug it in and you're done. So we've also got the USB ports up here, which is really handy. For me, I use this every single day. When you think about cost per use, this thing is like pennies per use. And I plug my cords directly into the USB input here. So the way that we used to do this, the way that we're used to it is we find the wall block, we lose the wall blocks, we spend a lot of money on the wall blocks, and we have to plug in the USB into the wall block before we plug into a standard outlet. Well, no longer. You don't have to do that anymore. You can plug directly into that fast charging USB input at the top. It's saving you a lot of time, so handy, and that 90-degree swivel is just something you don't see everywhere. I mean, I've seen a lot of outlet multipliers like this old school one where, by the way, if you have anything large that you plug in, it's like blocking half of the outlets already. But what we've done is put 3 on every single side, and because each outlet has its dedicated side, when you plug in that larger brick that normally takes up a lot of space, it's only taking up 1 outlet. So you're staying organized this summer. You have so much more space. I've set up like something that's similar to my charging station at home here on our table because we have so many things we need to charge every day. Cameras, it's summer. If you're going on summer vacation, make sure the digital cameras are charged up. all sorts of phones, tablets, laptops. You know, this is perfect for the office. This is for charging up the smartwatch every day, the headphones, the speakers. If you're going to that pool party, charge up the portable speaker. You are now going to have space to charge up every device in your home. And maybe when the kids or grandkids come over, they'll have enough space to charge it up.
And they're fighting over the outlets. I know my kids do, right? And my husband and I do. Maybe I'm charging my phone and then I come and my phone's unplugged. And he's like, well, you were at a higher percentage than mine. And it's like, okay, but you unplugged my phone. You don't have to fight over outlets anymore. The other thing I want to ask you is, are your electronics protected? If you have to think about when was the last time I bought an extension cord, a new outlet, right? If it's been more than 5 years, and it probably has been, it means it's not protected. How would you feel if you came home and your TVs were out? And they wouldn't come back on because of the surge. Because of, think about your tablets, think about your computers. We spend a lot of money in our electronics. If you're not protecting them, and listen, there are outages all over the country right now. It is summer, it's storms, whether it's hurricanes. We had outages here in Pennsylvania for the first, like I was with my sister a couple weeks ago and that happened. You know it's going to happen. Why wait until you lose your electronics and that's thousands of dollars that you have to replace when you can get this home for $24.99 with 2-pack, remember, of the black that you are getting, and keep everything protected. Now, we started off with about 4,000 of these in stock. We only have less than 1,700 remaining, and that is it. The only choice you have to make is the black. You're getting the set of 2, and yes, there are 9 different ports in here, but you're also getting, with those 9 outlets, the 2 USB ports, making it 11 total in each. What is that, 22 different outlets in here, Stephanie?
22 charging opportunities, whereas before you only had 2. It doesn't even cover up both outlets. It is movable. This is such a smart solution, such an essential for every single home. Our homes just weren't built for the amount of things we have to charge today. My home was built in 1954. The lights will flicker about once a week if I have all of the appliances on at once. Those power surges can fry your devices. I know one of the hosts here, Helen Keeney, had a neighbor who lost 3 huge flat screen TVs during a lightning storm because the TV was just plugged into the wall. Don't plug your electronics into the wall, or don't plug them into the old surge protectors where you're like, that thing's fine, it's powering my devices. This could have expired. These expire about every 5 years. You need to update your surge protection. Now is a great opportunity to do it at the best price we've done these at from LAX Gadgets, a very beloved smart tech company that brings exclusive designs to HSN. I love that it's a 2-pack. I love that it's 2025 surge protection, because even if I were to lose a $50 hair dryer, that is not money that I'm willing to lose, right? Like if it were to be fried when the power surged because I didn't have it plugged into one of these, it's just not worth losing that money.
Well, and most of us spend more than 50, let's be honest, Stephanie, right? Hundreds of dollars on our hair tools. But a lot of the time, it doesn't mean there has to be a storm for you to have a power surge. When you're not home, surges happen all the time. You ever gone home and you're like, oh, why is the clock on the microwave flickering, right? There was a power surge. You have to remember that if your items, if all of your electronics are not protected, then that means that they could be susceptible to that surge, and then they're done. Add up right now. Take an inventory in your house. How many TVs do you have? How many tablets? How many computers? How many thousands of dollars is that? For $24 and change, you can get 2 of these surge protectors, and they're outlets that are functional because of the swivel and everything else. But now you have protected your electronics. 5 years, that is how long surge protection lasts. And if you can't remember the last time you bought a surge protector or something, that means it's probably been more than 5 years. If you're my strip, before you taught me this, it was yellowing. And I'm like, oh, it's fine, it works. You're like, no, girl, you need a new one. So that's what I did.
I thought I bought this like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was more than 10 years ago. Time really flies. Check the manufacture date. There's not a company out there that makes a surge protector that can last for more than 5 years. So it's summer. It's a great time to update things and refresh things in our home. This is so easy to use. Each one weighs just a few ounces. All you do is plug it in. No tools needed, and you are multiplying the number of outlets in your home. For the kitchen, that's a big one. We need all of those kitchen devices to have a space to plug in. For the bathroom, the bedroom, a lot of people pick up a few 2-packs because this is for every single room in the home, including the office.
Oh, definitely the office, because that's where your computers, maybe it's your speakers, it's your printer, it's your fax machine, whatever that is. Think about your large televisions. I think about my kids' rooms, right? They have so many electronics, from the tablets, right, that we spend hundreds of dollars on, the video games, all of that. My son, I mean, he has one of the, I think it's an Xbox or something. That's another few $100s. These things add up. Could you go and buy another flat screen TV right now, or another, you know, $500, $400 hair dryer? I know I couldn't, right? Yeah. You need to be able to protect what you have, but also make sure what you have is functional. This is going to be it for you. We are less than 1,600 left. That may sound like a lot, but considering right now on the West Coast, it is just about 4:45 a.m. and we started with an inventory about 4,000. We don't have many to go around. We normally don't even see this price until the holidays. So I don't know when we will see this again. I would not wait on this and let, you know, say, oh, I could have, would have, should have bought one of these when you get home, right? And then you're like, oh, that's what Stephanie and Suming were talking about, when now the TV is out, right?
There's like, a lot of people.
We don't want that to happen to you.
A lot of people that pick these up have had that experience, Suming. They've had a TV that was fried from a power surge, and they know that they need to have updated surge protectors. So now's your chance. It's almost back to school time as well. So if you have kids and grandkids that have all the devices for the school year that need their own charging station, get this for the college student.
Yes.
It's a space saver too.
Space saver. It's going to be your all-in-one. 11 outlets, basically. Less than how many? Okay, less than 1,500. These are going quickly. I don't want you to miss this. 889-489 is your item number. Remember, $8 and change to get home. Stephanie, thank you for hanging out with us this morning, bright and early. But don't miss that, guys. I don't want you to your electronics to get fried. Okay, we are 10 minutes away from the first presentation today, this morning, of our Today